Series over?
It is over. And I give Portland one game. And I see that being game 3 because they're going to get totally beat down in Oracle. And playing defense the way that they played last night, they should have lost the game by 40 points. Oh. But I think Golden State took their foot off the gas, and I don't see it going past 5 games, guys.
Max, I warn you. I warn you, Molly.
Okay.
We can't listen to this man right now. This man picked Orlando to beat Toronto.
That was a
picked
bad
Orlando.
pick.
I mean, come on.
He's saying it was a bad pick.
I'm just being so defiant with it. They should get blown out. Excuse me, I'm not going to disrespect Dame time like that. I expect them to lose a series. He knows that. I expect them to lose a series. CJ knows that. I get all that. But I'm going to show Portland its proper respect by thinking that they could push the series to 6 games. They could win 2 games in Portland.
I showed them respect that they're going to win game 3 at home, and that's it.
No, that's a gentleman's sweep. I disagree with both of you. I think Portland can win game 2 at Oracle. I think they can. I think, let's not get caught up. Think about what Boston just did to the Bucks. Game 1. Think about what Philadelphia did to Toronto on the road. Game 1. And both those teams came in as
Sixers won game 2 of that series, I think.
Was it game 2? Well, was it on the road? I thought it was game 1. Anyway, the point is, it was still on the road. Portland, and you brought up Damian Lillard, and to me, that's really what it's about. Not to oversimplify, but when your best player is also the leader, it's not always the case, and can be an extension of the coach on the floor in a sense. When that guy has heart like Damian Lillard has heart, and you have an intelligent coach who's going to make adjustments for momentum and this and that, do you think these dudes are scared? They were down 3-2 in the last series and won game 7 on the road. And Damian Lillard, James Harden should watch Lillard and take notes on this. Damian Lillard, when the shot wasn't falling, figured out other ways to lead his team. It wasn't just that he's passing. Well, I know Harden passes the ball, or Steph does the same thing. It's that he was creating quality shots for his teammates. Damian Lillard's that kind of leader. He's that kind of dude. And I would not put it past this team not only to win one at Oracle, but to also win one at home. They ain't going to win the series, but I could see them taking this 6 games.
But listen, my point is this. I might agree with your outcome, but I don't like how you get there. I don't like your argument because you keep bringing up what they did in Game 7 against Denver. Denver were puppies. This is the Golden State Warriors.
Yes.
They were a young, inexperienced team. They got to within 1 game. They lost the regular season finale last year against Jimmy Butler, Karl Anthony Towns in Minnesota last year, to miss getting into the playoffs. This year they had a breakout season. They get to the 2nd round. They go to Game 7. But you in Denver, and your strength has been Jokic, the Joker, and obviously shooting perimeter shots all year long. You missed your last 17 three-pointers. You were making an opportunity, ill-advised turnovers. This is the Golden State Warriors. They're not Denver.
That's why I'm not picking them to beat
But
Golden
I'm just
State.
talking about when you talk about Lillard in Game 7.
That's right. What I'm saying is the kind of fight I see in this team. Like, as Nurkic goes down, Cantor steps up. Collins steps up. They have a bunch of hungry dudes on that team. Coach, they're not beating the Warriors, but they can take it 6.
They're going to take it 5. And let me clarify. I'm not taking nothing away from Dame Lillard or C.J. McCollum. I think those guys are great. I think the backcourt matches up to a point with Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, okay? The Golden State Warriors is a phenomenal defensive team, okay? And they're going to continue to take away C.J. McCollum and Damian Lillard. My problem comes in at is, what are the other guys going to do?
Well, that's a good question.
Aminu, what is he going to do?
I bring up something else, too, on the defensive side of the ball. Mark Jackson had the line of the night, listening to the telecast last night, when it was talking about how Steph Curry rolls off a pick, and you got cats in the lane defending them, Collins and others in the lane defending them. And Mark Jackson said, Steph Curry in the rim. They've had a great relationship. Something along those lines. I'm paraphrasing, but I think that's what he said.
It's a love story.
They've had a great relationship for quite a while now. It's absolutely true. You cannot have Steph Curry rolling off a pick near the top of the 3 and you're in the lane. No, you got to be up waiting for him.
Can I get something else with Damon while we have him? Which team wins the series, Bucks or Raptors?
The Bucks. They've been the best team all year long, front to back. Defensively, they're ranked number 1 in defensive efficiency. And I think that Greek Freak is playing at an MVP level. And I like Middleton. I like the guys they have coming off the bench. George Hill.
He's like their 8th best player, and George Hill still play.
One of his players.
Yes,
One of his
George
players.
Hill played well in the last series. I see him continuing that same thing in the Eastern Conference Finals. And
Well, let's just hope that he doesn't miss the front end of one-on-ones or the back ends, rather.
He's going to be okay.
Let's hope that he makes those free throws so he doesn't put the J.R. Smiths of the world
Don't worry
in those
about
positions
George
in the
Hill.
future.
I want to get back to what you said about Golden State
like
and their defense, because you brought it up again about Milwaukee, too, and their defense. When you think about the Golden State Warriors, because they don't have that, because Bogut's not what he was, that big rim-protecting center, strong guy. But think about their Hamptons 5. When KD is healthy, the starting 5. The only guy who's not a defender is Steph. But the difference between Steph and a lot of guys who don't defend is he's a willing defender.
Yeah.
He's a good, smart team defender. He just is not built like a defender, so he's somewhat limited, and he can be exposed at times. But at least he's willing.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean about the team leader setting the tone, right? The ball doesn't stick with Steph. He will defend or try his best. Every other player on the team is an elite, stellar, ridiculous Iguodala, Draymond Green. KD has turned himself into an elite defender. Clay is about as good as it gets on the wing. Everywhere you look, there's a great defender, except for the one guy who does play defense. That's what separates them. Milwaukee is the same sort of thing.
Yeah.
Not everyone's an elite defender, but they all play defense.
Toronto, to me, this series ain't even a series if Milwaukee is hitting threes. They got to say, you got to neutralize them. Let me tell you something. The Greek Freak could destroy you.
Yeah.
But if he's beating you with 2-point shots, you're okay. You're in it.
Yeah.
If you're giving up the 3 to Milwaukee and they're making it, because your boy George Hill is shooting better than 41% from 3-point range, averaging 12 points, shooting better than 41% from 3. Yes, I know you're shooting. I got it.